there everyone, welcome to my channel Aqualuna73. This is going to be a midnight reading again. I'm going to try and make it as often as possible. I know I indicated that I was going to do it twice a week. I'm going to try to do it twice a week. Okay, so let's just see, because I have to accommodate other things in my personal life as well, and also the load shedding schedules that we have here at the moment, so it makes it kind of difficult to constantly load and make readings. Okay, so anyway, this is going to be a midnight reading or midnight letters from the divine, and let's just see what the universe is trying to allow or wants to allow to come through today. I meditated earlier on this specific reading. This is for all signs. It's not sign specific, so this is for all signs. The thing that popped up into my head as I was thinking about the energies that are currently at play. Okay, I know that Mercury is leaving its shadow. Okay, so I was speaking yesterday also. I think you should go watch that reading of yesterday. I think it was yesterday's reading, I'm not sure. But Mercury is leaving its shadow, so whatever projects or whatever movements are started at this moment or in this time period, see that Mercury is the planet of communication, and it's also the placements for Gemini and Virgo. Okay, and okay, the planet that represents Gemini and Virgo, and it has to do with communication. So Mercury is leaving its shadow, which means there is going to be whatever, say for instance you start some type of organization that has to do with human rights, for instance, whatever momentum or whatever program you start will gain momentum, and it will be understood, and it can have good and positive far-reaching consequences. Okay, this is what's coming through. Okay, so whatever, the other thing that also came through in one of the readings, I think it is the last two readings, I was speaking about we needing to step up the feminine energy. Okay, the feminine energy is under attack. Okay, the feminine energy is always under attack. Okay, and I'm not saying the male energy is not under attack, but at the moment I get the strong feeling that the female energy is under attack. Okay, because there is a lot of there is still a lot of injustices in the world towards females, their rights in certain countries, whether it's in the form of human rights or religious aspects, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's just look at it from human rights perspective. Okay, to give it a more broader sense. So I think there's a lot of emphasis placed on this at the moment. Okay, so there is a need for people to speak about things that are taboo, things that people are not comfortable speaking about. Okay, issues that needs illumination. Okay, but you also, like I said yesterday, I think it was the reading about diplomacy. When you talk about these things, you have to understand the type of audience that might listen to your talks. For instance, if this is someone that wants to work with female children and their rights, okay, it's like the universe is telling you it's a good place to start now with something like this. And it's also a good thing to speak about things that are hidden, issues that need illumination, things that are not easily talked about, or things that make people feel uncomfortable. Okay, because this is the only way healing can occur. Okay, the other thing also, what happens in astrology is in this week, that this past week, okay, the week is almost over anyway, but this week, the sun and Venus is converging with each other. Okay, the week is not over yet. So the sun and the planet Venus, which is a planet of love, is converging with each other, which means feminine power or feminine empowerment is high on the agenda at the moment. Okay, anyway, let's just start. 5 cards, and it's all oracle cards. Okay, okay, these your cards, and this is for all signs, like I said. I don't know exactly, but this is also a collective reading. Okay, I cannot help but think that you look at this picture, it says here happy life. Don't look at the picture per se, but what it says, happy life. Live a less guarded life. It's like when it speaks of live a less guarded life, it's basically implying it comes through as being brave and courageous. Okay, someone needing to be brave, someone needing to step into the courage, and this is what's required of the feminine energy at the moment, to step into the courage to be brave regarding the rights and what they want for themselves. Okay, it doesn't mean if this week is over that you cannot start this still. Okay, it just means that now would be a good time to start some type of movement. If you are interested in starting something, if you or join some type of movement that has to do with human rights or women's rights, could be anything. Okay, this is also very apt that this is a clarifier for the whole reading, is the temperance, because the temperance speaks of balance, it speaks of harmony, it speaks of patience and self-control and moderation. And I was talking about the taboos in this world. I don't know if there's a lot of taboos, and most of the taboos that people or women experience is sexual taboos, okay? Or the boundaries being overstepped in sexual aspects for a woman. So I'm not sure where this reading is going, okay? This is coming through now. Can you just hold on? I would just want to fetch my water. Just going to pause a sec. Okay, sorry about that. I just had to pause because I didn't have my water bottle nearby and I was thirsty. Before I paused, I was saying that something just popped up into my head because the temperance card came up as a clarifier for this whole reading. And the temperance speaks of balance and harmony, patience, self-control, and moderation. And currently, okay, there's a lot of disruptive energies and chaos in the world. There's a lot of excessiveness, okay? There's a lot of excess in like too much of something, okay? The thing that popped up into my mind is that was I can't remember when this happened. I read it somewhere. It popped up somewhere. Cannot remember where. But it was, and the reason why, okay, there's two things that popped up. The one is an article, not an article, but it was a news, it was a news, something on the news. Okay, it was something on the news, but it had to do with the occult and how the religious people perceive people who are interested in the occult. And I'm not going to go into detail about this, okay? And the other thing is that's also popping up into my mind is um, a movement. I can't remember when it was started, but I read it somewhere. I think it was in 2017, Alyssa Milano, and this is why it's popping up. It's because I grew up with Charmed, okay, and I used to watch Charmed as a young girl, and it was about sisters and they were witches. So and they were good witches and they actually helped people. So she started this type of movement. I think it was in 2017 where she created the hashtag Me Too, okay, and she put this hashtag on her Twitter account, and she said she didn't expect this hashtag to really blow out of proportion. All she was thinking about was this Weinstein guy that was with the sexual harassment of women and these underage girls. What happened was that she wanted to create awareness, and she wanted people to understand that this is something that, most, like, I'm going to say 95% of women experience sexual harassment or sexual assault at some hand of some man at some stage, okay? Even I did, okay? So she decided, okay, she's going to start this hashtag Me Too. And the next, she said when she did that, she was looking at a little girl, a daughter, and she kissed the little girl and she created the hashtag and she went to go sleep. And the next morning, the whole thing went haywire because there were a lot of women. Okay, and it was just a few hours, it was already 55,000 like views, okay, or hashtags for that matter. So I don't know exactly what whose energy I'm picking up. It could be someone that needs to start something that has to do with female rights, okay, to empower them, to I don't know, okay. This is just a suggestion that I'm giving. I'm not saying you should. You can also start a Me Too hashtag or whatever you think will be helpful, okay? Time to play Heart of the Matter and Energy of Love. Make time to dance and play Heart of the Matter. Align life's pathways through the heart. Energy of love. Behold the world through the eyes of love. Okay? Today with the time to play and Heart of the Matter is it's what's coming through is it's difficult at this happy life also here at the bottom of the deck. It's difficult for us to create happiness for ourselves if we don't address the things that we hide, okay? A lot of us as women, okay, we hide a lot of trauma, things that we don't talk about that we experience, okay? This makes me think again, and I'm going to talk about this again. I think I spoke about this in a previous reading about a lecturer. Even when I was in Facebook, I had my very first account on Facebook, okay? And after a while, I went like on a sabbatical for approximately 18 months to 2 years, where I was deleted my account like totally. And then after that time period, I came back, okay? So it's like what I'm implying is I'm not telling you to go off social media. The point I'm trying to make is you cannot create a happy life for yourself if you don't do the healing. Okay. And there was the reason, one of the biggest reasons why I went off social media was to heal. Because there was still a lot of trauma, past experiences that I had with male people, male individuals, or not only male individuals, but also traumatized females that were exposed to uh, 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 um, exposed to narcissistic and psychopathic of males, okay, and at the end of the day they become toxic, and they come dump their toxicity on you as a woman, okay, because of what they experienced. So I didn't want to, because of my experiences. I told myself, okay, I'm not going to go that route. I'm not going to dump my stuff or my gunk or whatever I experienced at the hand of a man. I'm going to dump on other people. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to do the healing. I'm going to, uh, um, and this is the only way. And what's coming through is healing is not something that happens overnight. Okay, healing takes time to play. So you have to. There are times that you're going to be like drawn in on very raw moments. Okay, very raw moments where you're going to be raw in your emotions, and you have to surrender to this. Okay, don't fight it, especially the times when the tears come, etc. Okay, so you cannot create that healing if you don't go through these experiences. You have to go through it, okay? So don't avoid it. Don't avoid that watery emotional periods. Go through it, because that's where the healing lies. And this, when you come through this, you will understand that you create that playfulness through the storm turmoil. Okay, like I also said yesterday, it's like I said about the keys of a piano. It's white and black. You have to have both keys. You have to have your light moments, your happiness, but you also have to have the painful moments, because there's also value in those things. Okay, anyway, I hope you understand where I'm going on with this. Align life's pathways through the heart. Like I said, okay, your heart center for me is where you create love, okay? And what is love? Love is understanding. And this is where you create this, okay? You need to align in that way. Align your understanding. Align how you feel as a woman, why you feel the way you do, why you act the way you do. And the only way you will be able to do this is if you create balance, okay, in your psyche, and if you do your healing work, okay. Energy of love. Behold the world through the eyes of love. Behold the world through the eyes of an understanding. Okay, creating understanding for your own trauma, for your own experiences. Everyone's experiences are different, okay. Everyone experiences trauma. At this stage in the world, okay, there are a lot of people that reason that they are not damaged, okay. And I'm going to tell you that is not the truth, because everybody, if you believe in karma, if you believe in reincarnation, you at the end of the day carry that trauma with yourself from generation to generation, and you have to cut that cord, and you have to break that hold that trauma has on you or on your family line, okay. And even other people, like I said, other people dumping on you, okay, because of what they experience, that's also affecting you. So you cannot say that you don't become damaged at the end of the day and it doesn't affect you what other people do. So develop this understanding that whatever happens in the world, it affects everyone, every single one of us, okay. Make a change. Welcome change into your life. This is basically just explaining that the change lies within ourselves. That the only way that if we want to create this change or this transformation that the world needs is to create this transformation within ourselves, okay? Dawn of love is the last card. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. Understanding is arising. I would say wisdom is arising, because if you create understanding for something, okay, and if you develop understanding for something, you automatically have knowledge of something, and you automatically become wiser, okay. And at the end of the day, when you become wiser, your choices are also better at the end of the day. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful. This is very short and sweet. This is the midnight reading for today. I don't know whoever needs to start any channel, or maybe you want to start a YouTube channel, I don't know, and you want to make a difference. Maybe you want to start some type of charitable organization that will help or empower women or girl children or whatever. Whatever you do, go ahead and do it. Okay, if it's helpful to the collective, and if it's there to help people to grow and to become better versions of themselves, by all means start it. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. Please like, share and subscribe. To everyone who views my content, who supports my channel, who subscribes and who shares my content, thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And to the I received a donation via PayPal. I got a notification, and I want to thank whoever did that for the donation. Thank you so much. Blessings to everyone, and enjoy your weekend. I don't know what time this reading is going to load. It's already past midnight and I'm doing this reading. So whatever time this is going to load. Okay. Please take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Love you. Bye.